Good evening, everyone. It's Francis. It's 11:14 p.m. outside of Houston, Texas, and we're inside itelescopes.net to take some pictures of the space where Terrell says his heavy mass object is. I'm learning tonight that Terrell has recently said that he is Adam. Quite unbelievable, but I'm going to continue on this research, and I'm actually going to push it through a little bit faster so that we can have some images of this space and we can move on, especially since if someone's going to say he's Adam, he's obviously nuts. So let me finish what I'm doing here, and then we will move on and try to bring you relevant information from the space outside our atmosphere. I'm going to go use says system reset number. I was going to go use T16 right here. I have it set up with the coordinates that Terrell told us to look for. We'll go over here and we'll see. There's the email from earlier. Here's the image. It's pointing to 89 Leo. 89 Leo is located right here, and it gives us the coordinates. And those are the coordinates that we're going to go put into the telescope. And that's what we have. And I'm going to go ahead and take these pictures. 2 luminance, 2 red, 2 green, 2 blue. And let's just see what we can get. Our run has started successfully. Good. I know that that is very high in the sky from Spain because I'm looking at it from Stellarium right now. It's in the southern sky, but it is quite high. As you can see how Mars is different from when Terrell made that picture. You'll see that Mars is already different. There's Regulus. So Leo's up here. It's in the right place, but we're going to take pictures to see if there's really something there. And we're going to be back here. We're going to X this out. We're going to go to the system status. And it's going to show you that I'm operating the telescope Gross 16. Francis Walsh is doing a focusing exposure right now for 15 seconds. So we're going to take the pictures that were described in the previous page. You'll see that the moon is out, so I'm going to get a moon discount. But I'm also taking images in red, green, and blue, which is going to filter out a lot of that. This is going to be our some good images from the space where Terrell says the HMO is. And aren't we lucky that we're going to move right along with this process, especially since Terrell's decided that he's the Son of God. So let's move on through this and find out what an answer could be. So I guess what I can do is we'll let this run. We'll let you see what's happening. What's happening is I went and used Stellarium to get the coordinates of where 89 Leo is. This object is close enough to this area, and I'm using a wide field telescope, so I should actually probably be able to pick up Regulus, and maybe we'll even be able to pick up Spica. We'll definitely have Mars in the picture, so it's going to be a good picture. I don't know if we're going to see anything, but we're going to start imaging this part of space a few times, see if there's anything interesting out there, and then move on. I don't mind getting the picture of Mars, so I'm pretty happy. I hope that Terrell can come to his senses once we discover that there's nothing out there. He'll be able to get back to a normal crazy life rather than an extremely unnormal crazy life. So I do wish Terrell some sort of peace, because the path he's taken is not going to bring him very much peace. Okay, we'll scroll down here. I think we have 2, 4, 6, 8 images, each of them exposed for 3 minutes apiece. 2, 4, 6, 8, 24 minutes of imaging. I don't know if you can do much more than that. You'll see here how the telescope has a its process. It's working. It's telling itself, finding points of focus, finding the guider stars, doing all the things that we do at the Cosmic Obsession Observatory, except with this permanent observatory of the itelescope.net. All these telescopes are already pre-set up to be ready to be used by people like me. Insight. There's an insight about using this network. I know that you should always take more than one image. When the telescopes use a focus, when they focus on a single star, they'll put a star in the center of the image and then they'll focus on it. Sometimes in the process of going from a focusing mode to taking the picture mode, that bright star that sits in the middle of the image doesn't entirely get erased away. There were times where I took pictures and examined pictures which had what they call RBI, residual basically it's residual light that's left over from the focusing run left over on the first image. So I always recommend you take two images of whatever process you want, or whatever image you want to take. I'd suggest taking two to ensure that there is no carryover effect. RBI, I wish I could remember. RBI is residual, I don't remember exactly, but there is a term that we learned about in 2011 while taking these pictures. Now we're already taking one of 8 images. This is with a luminance filter. I want to hang on to this 3 minutes, and hopefully we'll get to at least see the preview image, and you'll see how that works. I have the telescope tracking just on the night sky, so all the stars should be pinpoint clear and focused. I doubt very highly that we'll see anything significant over these first series of images, but with another night's set of images we will be able to determine if there's any difference between one or the other. You'll notice when we see the preview image that it's a very wide field image. Don't fear, because once I get the image off the server I'll be able to zoom in quite closely, and we'll show you that process once, probably tomorrow. I won't be making any more videos tonight, but tomorrow, before or after the first episode of Nightlife on American Freedom Radio, I'll make a video of looking at those pictures, and we'll see what that part of space looks like. And more than likely what you'll be interested in is seeing what Mars looks like, because it's going to look much like a star, and it'll actually be hard to determine a star from Mars, but I'll get that checked out to be sure. Well, I'll check it out, and then I'll report to you how to interpret what we're looking at from my point of view and from what knowledge I have gained using these telescopes, the iTelescope network of global rentoscope, now known as iTelescope.net. You'll see that I get a full readout, and you'll see here that the telescope is guiding, and whatever it needs to guide, if the sky moves while they're taking an exposure, the telescope will move with it, so that we'll get a nice clear image. It'll guide for the whole 180 seconds. After the 180 seconds done, it'll stop to process the image, and then it'll go ahead and take another 180 second luminance filter image, and then it'll run through the 3 more filters, red, blue, and green. With those 3 images you can make a composite out of them, and you'll end up with a full color image of that part of space. So I am doing diligently what we need to do to confirm that Terrell is more than half baked. Okay, there's more than 2 handfuls of reasons why Terrell is wrong. The location that he has it in, which means the distance from the sun that he puts this object, is within Saturn, near Jupiter's orbit, and it's just, you just can't have it. So the request for me to drop this topic has arisen again today with this process. So the reason why I'm pushing this imaging session through is for those folks who want us to get to the bottom of it as quickly as possible. So that's what this is about. So we took our first luminance filter. We'll get a preview image up here in a moment. It'll pop up here, preview last image. Let's see what the last image was. I already see someone. That was pretty. Someone was taking a picture of some nebulosity. I don't know what he was taking a picture of, but that is not my picture. That was someone else's picture left over on the server from the last imaging run. Very beautiful. I hope my image looks that good. And we'll just come back down here and we'll see that it's creating a preview image. So See what the skies look like. The moon is out, so I know we're getting a moon discount, so yay for the moon discount. And once it creates a preview image, I'll go up there and click on it. Okay, starting on image number 2. It is giving me a warning that the moon is very close to the target, less than 60 degrees, but I'm okay with that. These luminance filter images might really show up the moon, but as we go through the color filters, it'll be different. Let's get rid of this beautiful nebulous. This is what I should be taking my time doing, is taking beautiful pictures of nebulosity like that. But instead we're taking pictures. Let's refresh the image. We're taking pictures like this. And this is our picture. And I don't, well, that must be, this might be Mars up here. Pretty interesting, huh? And we're going to confirm what's going on, and I'm going to make sure that the pictures are orientated right. Let's see what we have. We have 1, 2, 3. See if I can zoom in here any closer, what we can get. I can look at star charts. I can do a lot of things. Let's see what we have. What's with this picture? So that's probably it right there. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this appears like I might have to flip it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what's that one over there? So yeah, we definitely have 89 Leo right here in the center. So our objects, and up here, it is in this area. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we'll confirm exactly what we have in this picture, and again, the quality of the image when I get it off the server will be improved. We're going to get some filtered images, red, green, and blue, which is going to help us see if there's anything here. But you'll notice right now immediately that there's nothing to see out there. I will make a new video of us processing the images tomorrow, but this is to let you know that that is Leo 89 right there. There's a lot of information in these in this picture right here. The object, as described by Terrell, should be in this picture, because this is the space where his object is supposed to be, and we're here making sure that he's wrong, and we already knew that he was wrong. So I hope that this act of astronomy helps you to confirm that, and sooner or later Terrell will be so discredited that it will all just go by the wayside and everyone will stop listening to him, because we just know that it's disinformation, and it always has been, and these are the images that are going to prove that, and that's a part of the reason why I'm here. So y'all have a good night. 11:27 p.m. outside of Houston, Texas, on a Monday evening. My name is Francis Walsh. I'm an amateur astronomer, and I'm working for you and for myself to teach me about what I need to know in the space outside my atmosphere. Right now, we're looking at Leo 89, and somewhere right in this general area should be, in this general area or in this general area should be Terrell Croft's heavy mass object. But as I can see pretty quickly here off this first image that it must be hard to see because I don't see anything. And we'll continue on through the research until we've come to a good conclusion, and you all can trust that the work has been done to come to that conclusion. So, good night. Till I see you tomorrow. This is Francis.